Kelce, Kelce, Kelce.
Hey, Kelce. How does it feel your brother's
Kelce, can I get a fist bump? Kelce, can I get a fist bump?
Remember this? And this? Well, we have an update.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to address it because I feel like it needs one more time. And then hopefully we can stop talking about this really stupid situation that occurred.
Silly. I'm with you, man.
I'm not happy about the situation. Me reacting gave him the time of day, and it also gave this situation notoriety. That's what I regret. All right. It didn't deserve attention. It's really stupid. And if I just keep walking, it's a nothing burger. Nobody sees it. Now it's out there and it just perpetuates more hate. The thing that I regret the most is saying that word, to be honest with you. And the word he used is just ridiculous. And it takes it to another level. It's just off the wall and over the line. And it's dehumanizing and got under my skin and elicited a reaction. And like in the heat of the moment, I thought in my head, hey, what can I say back to him? I'm going to throw that right back in his face because him. I know now that I shouldn't have done that because now there's a video out there with me saying that word, him saying that word, and it's not good for anybody.
Jason Kelce, on his podcast with his brother Travis Kelce, called New Heights, he explained his side and how he regretted uttering the homophobic slur back at his heckler.
I think what I do regret is that now there's a video that is very hateful that is now online that has been seen by millions of people. And I share fault in perpetuating it and having that out there.
I know it's weighing on you, brother. That sucks. You shouldn't feel this much. Obviously, the scrutiny and the media like view on it, and everybody passing around the videos that are being out there. I mean, that's going to make it a bigger situation than I think what it really is. But the real situation is you had some clown come up to you and talk about your family, and you reacted in a way that was defending your family, and you might have used some words that you regret using. And that's a situation that you just got to kind of learn from and own. And I think you owning it and you speaking about it shows how sincere you are to a lot of people in this world, and shows that, especially what you said on Monday night, that you choose not to. You don't choose hate. That's just not who you are.
Let's discuss. So Cindy Bourne of the Washington Post notes what was said by the heckler and, of course, Jason Kelce's response. Not a good moment for, obviously, the heckler doing what he did, but also Kelce using the word in return in a mocking tone. It's just something that he shouldn't have done. This led to an investigation by Penn State where they released to The Athletic a report for the incident. In PSU Police's daily crime log lists criminal mischief and disorderly conduct as the offenses. I'm sorry, that wasn't released to The Athletic. The Athletic released that in their article. To be clear, the university's public information officer, who is named Jacqueline Shetter, would confirm to the AP that the process is still ongoing. When we have an update, we will, of course, provide it. In an opinion piece, Candace Buckner, who I think is a fantastic features writer for the Washington Post sports section, would say this. She'd write of the man who heckled and berated Kelce. That's when someone who probably does a pretty decent tough guy act in spaces such as Elon's Twitter called out Jason by using a homophobic slur. He might have been thinking that whatever he feels big and brave enough to type on social media, he could say in the open and in public, foolishly believing that it would be okay as long as he held up his cell phone, because every provocateur knows that red record button also provides a magical force field of protection. She would go on. Kelce grabbed the phone, slammed it to the ground. When confronting the little-faced fella face to face, he echoed the same nasty word back. That's when Jason crossed the line. As corny as turning the other cheek may sound, ignoring the fool would have stopped Kelce from stooping right down and playing in his pig slop. By the time all the other cell phone cameras captured the incident and Kelce walked away still holding his pack of beer and also a beer with one finger, his brand had been covered in mud. He had volleyed hateful words. He had unintentionally caused hurt. Buckner would add, in the coming weeks, years, and generations, athletes must be on high alert. We all must. On Elon's app, even though it's not a real place, especially in our daily lives, because if we're not careful, we might end up reacting like Kelce. We might see hate triumphing somewhere, with its smug face oozing overconfidence while its hand doesn't have a strong grip on its cell phone. We might grab that phone or even check the chin. And though some might cheer us, we would be wrong. Somewhere in exile, our better angels would be reminding us of better days. I told you she's a good writer. Even more, because we have been provoked to combat hate with more hate, we might slip up and repeat a word that should be neither typed nor should it be spouted out of our mouths. The two-headed monster of hatred and division continues to spread like an oil spill. Through the toxicity appears to have no boundaries, and the taunts and temptations are strong. Let's hope our self-control will be even more powerful. A very, very good piece. Well written as well. What I think is pretty interesting is, because of the circumstances, it feels like, in my view, that there is somewhat of a pass here. Because he was defending himself from a hateful person, and he said the word back. And while people condemned it, it's largely, it feels, being given a pass. And Jason Kelce has shown to be an upstanding human being. He has shown time and time again where he falls when it comes to what feels like certain issues. But what I will say is this: he addressed it. He owned it. I think he is being allotted this space to right his wrongs, apologize profusely. ESPN is not going to make a move, just as they didn't with other hosts. But there is this period of just don't do it again. And to the heckler who did that, people feel really emboldened. They really, really do. And it's sickening. It's sickening that Jason Kelce had to deal with that, and that we see this time and time again, not just in sports, but in society as well. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports, and or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Calling out elite people in comedy should be the rule of thumb.
I think Donald Trump's hair is actually another creature. Yeah. The hair's like going, good night, Donald. Good night, Donald. There we go.
Maybe it goes out. It goes out and makes money while he's asleep.
There is something about punching down that feels taboo, and punching up is the way to go.
Crack's not really my thing, but if it was, it would be fine if I was on that side.
Wow.
Don Jr.'s on coke.
We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated.
I'm a very stable genius.
It is very important, the work that the Jordan Kleppers are doing, the work that the Good Liars are doing, the work that our team here at the Turks are doing, and many more.
What he does, he secretly puts the marker on the end of the putter, and then he looks like he's marking it, but really, now the mark is 3 feet closer. That's a way easier putt.
He cheats a lot. That if you cheat at golf, you cheat at life. The saying goes for Donald Trump.